All the esoteric informations in my audio videos come from many different esoteric books, all written before the New Age explosion, which ultimately is an utilitarian simplification of the energy laws, which ended up in an exaltation of one's ego, even when in a spiritual context. The New Age has completely bypassed the intense preparation necessary to handle ego-free the creative energy of the universe as a real service towards life and not as a magnificat to oneself. Back to the point. A good source to understand the subtle energy laws and to train the human vehicle are the books written in the 19th century, when there was a vast blooming of esoteric societies that made an incredible work in extracting the subtle energy principles from the very ancient books and teachings that, if you haven't a cultivated brain and developed the capacity of profound reflections, are indeed extremely cryptic. The books produced by the many esoteric societies of that period are a very good source of the esoteric laws for the apprentice magician. Besides, in the 19th century, medianity was intensely practiced. I usually refer to Allan Kardek books, who was very scientific in reporting all the information given by the mediums while in deep trance, incorporating the different spirits called to be present. These books allow deep understanding of the evolution project of the divine souls, that of course is very different from the intent of the other subtle entities dwelling in human vehicles, who do not belong to the God we, Western culture, usually refer to as God. Another exceptional source to understand life after life on Earth are the books written by Dr. Michael Newton, PhD, when in the 60s, by chance, trying to deal with patients whose symptoms were impossible to understand the source, he decided to let them into a deep hypnosis to investigate what happened to them that led to the development of the nasty symptoms they presented, although physically completely healthy. To his surprise, they began to talk about other lives, or the life between lives in the invisible world, and the evolutive purpose that souls learn to accomplish through the many incarnations on Earth or on other realities existing in the universe. Consider that in the 60s, no New Age flair was intriguing with reincarnation ideas. Now just a postscriptum about hypnosis. When talking about hypnosis, deep hypnosis, this is not the visualization that usually nowadays is proposed, although the majority claims it is a deep hypnosis. It is not. It's a very light trance, a guided visualization, not a deep trance. Why that? Because in the deep hypnosis, you are not aware of what is happening in the physical dimension around you. You even do not perceive pain. In fact, chirurgical surgeries have been successfully performed in this state. You are led in such a deep state that, at the end of the session, you must receive the order to come back to your present life with or without the command of remembering what you experienced during the session. Nowadays, even if they claim it is a deep hypnosis, it is not. First, you are always aware of what is happening around you. Second, If something much disturbing happens, you can choose to open your eyes without any command to do so. Third, you feel the pain. If someone is pinching you, or if your body spontaneously feels some sudden strong pain, you feel it. 4, you can always open your eyes and come back to reality whenever you feel the need to, and then even go back into the session, reclosing your eyes, and continue with the guided visualization. This is not deep hypnosis. Now, at the end, you can read yourself the list I made with the different secret societies, at least the most important secret societies of the 19th century, and the description of Allan Kardek and Dr. Michael Newton.